Parkview family. It's Pastor John here. For Holy Saturday, we are going to discuss Lamentations 3:19 through 26. The thought of my suffering and homelessness is bitter beyond words. I will never forget this awful time as I grieve over my loss. Yet I still dare to hope when I remember this. The faithful love of the Lord never ends. His mercy never ceases. Great is his faithfulness. His mercies begin afresh each morning. I say to myself, the Lord is my inheritance, therefore I will hope in him. The Lord is good to those who depend on him, to those who search for him. So it is good to wait quietly for salvation from the Lord. Sometimes the unexpected shakes our world, leaving us uncertain about which ways to turn or who to confide in. We find ourselves stagnant in a fast-paced world that seems to be moving on without us. The disciples may have experienced similar feelings. With Jesus executed and lying in Joseph's tomb, they faced the looming arrival of a Sunday without any understanding of its significance. Their grief likely drove them to seek guidance from God in prayer, while the anxiety of uncertainty must have felt overwhelming to them. God may have seemed quiet and distant. However, had they paid attention to Jesus' predictions, their fears could have been eased. Unfortunately, they did not grasp his words. Waiting in anxious anticipation can feel nearly impossible and test our faith. Yet if we lean into what Jeremiah says, the Lord is my inheritance, therefore I will hope in him, we can find encouragement in these moments of uncertainty, knowing that God is still at work. Our world is instantaneous, unforgiving at times for those who want to display patience. When we are being pushed to move forward, trusting in our own judgment and guidance, we must remember that God is in control. God has a plan, and God has perfect timing. Silence does not equate abandonment. By embracing these truths and surrendering to his plan, we find relief from anxiety. We can rest assured, regardless of our circumstances, God's great love will guide us through.
My sin.